Everyone, welcome to a Newcastle United video. So let's get straight into this one quickly. So this video is basically how to start like a Newcastle crim. Obviously, we all know they've had the big takeover, and I'm going to suggest you a few signings, a few players to sell, what formations to play, and all them good stuff. So you look at the Newcastle squad initially like this, and you start to think, okay. Obviously, you look at the main areas that you could improve. I think centre back, you know, probably a midfielder, maybe an extra winger. You know, but they do have some really good set players here, like Kieran Trippier. That is a brilliant rating so far, you know, for where you are as a club. Obviously, St. Maximin, you know, he is insane. You know, like, for 81 rated, you know, using him in career mode, he feels like he's, like, using him in, like, no offence, a bit of a weak, low-rated team. You know, he feels like Messi and Ronaldo. You know, obviously, you've got some other players in the club, Joe Willock. But as you go below that, you start to see a little bit of, you know, like, not really the best of squad depth. So, a few formations, obviously, as you start up a Newcastle career mode, you will start with this one. You know, like I said, as soon as you load onto the game, this will be your starting Newcastle team. I'm going to show you guys a few formations that you guys could maybe use, and also players that you would need to buy if you are in them formations. It's got the first formation here, a 5-2-3. Newcastle I don't think they play this much anymore, Newcastle. But, you know, like mainly under Bruce and a few of their previous managers, I think under Rafa as well, I think they did play a thrive or three at the back system. And yeah, obviously, like I said, you know, for this rated of players to try and keep them in the Premier League, this is probably one of the best routes to go for. If you do go for this formation, I would probably suggest you probably do need a right winger, you know, 100%. You probably need another centre-back as well, maybe a bit more of a star quality centre-back. Obviously, I feel like the goalkeeper net you're pretty much fine in, you know, and probably maybe a potential midfielder to go alongside Jonjo Shelvey. People, I'm just going to go through this Newcastle career mode very quickly, people, and show you guys players that you guys should probably look to move on. So, this is how I would do. Obviously, I don't think this goalkeeper here, is just not good enough, is he, for the Premier League. May make a decent championship goalkeeper. Langley, probably looking at a loan out for him. Richie, another team, if you're looking to really progress with Newcastle, I feel like you've got to get rid of Richie or Jamal Lewis, one of the two. I'd probably say sell Richie, to be honest with you. For the centre-back department, it depends what you are going to play, obviously. You've got two decent young centre-backs here, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 relatively similar rating centre-backs. So I'd get rid of Kieran Clark. I know he's not much of a fan favourite. And I'd probably get rid of Federico Fernandez as well. Next player, I'd probably suggest getting rid of. It's a tough one with the right backs now. I know a few Newcastle fans do a soft spot for Kraft. I'd probably leave the right backs now. Jacob Murphy. I feel like you probably have to sell Jacob Murphy or convert him to a right mid and use him there. You've also got Longstaff, who's probably going to leave Newcastle in real life, but obviously keep him for the season, I would say. Joe Willock, Miguel Almiron, this Villica guy, probably looking at a loan for him, maybe. And then the rest of the team, you probably should sell Dwight Gale. And yes, that is the what I would do in Newcastle in terms of selling players. Right, here we go. We are now on to the short list of players. First one we are going with is going to be Dean Henderson, the Manchester United goalkeeper. This guy isn't really first choice Man United, obviously De Gea. And obviously they have Tom Heaton as well. So I feel like it wouldn't be entirely unrealistic giving Dean Henderson a bit of an offer. Next one is Mbappe, the former Newcastle player. We know how good Mbappe is in real life and in FIFA, obviously. You know, probably one of the most brought players at the start of the game. You know, in career mode and in Ultimate Team. It was valued at 13 million. Not a bad price. 15 million, 21 million. However, the only issue is you've already got Kieran Trippier, so I'm not sure whether it is necessary. Next one is Mazzoure, who in real life, as I said, he's going to leave Ajax. With contract expiring, could be a good move, you know, but then again, you've already got Kieran Trippier. Next one is Sven Botman, probably the main linked player to Newcastle of recent, you know, so he's a really good player. Sven Botman, brilliant centre-back, left-footed as well, 6'5". I swear he's growing by the minute. 79 rated, get him anywhere between 29 to 40 million, could be a perfect buy. Next one is Nathan Ake. This one is a bit more of an interesting one because Nathan Ake is a player which signed. He's not linked to Newcastle. He's a player which signed for Howe when he was at Bournemouth. And like I say, he's not massively in favour at Manchester City. You know, in terms of their centre-back department. So like Nathan Ake could be a good buy. Can also play left-back as well. Next one, Dio Carlos is another man who's been linked to not just Newcastle, pretty much most Premier League clubs. You know, apparently Sevilla looking for about 30 million, you know, ish. No club is really wanting to match that. So, yeah. Next one is Tarkowski, Burnley in real life, not doing the best, but they do have some really good players in their team. You look at McNeil, Cornet, Pope. Who's the one do I think Newcastle needs to take? Tarkowski. Newcastle need a brick at centre-back, and I honestly don't think you're going to get a better one than James Tarkowski. Brilliant player. Been heavily linked towards Leicester in real life. Honestly, I reckon he'd do brilliant in a top team. Next one is Dwayne Robinson. 23 years of age, 24 rated from Fulham. Brilliant fullback, probably one of the best in the EFL Championship, you know, this season. Scoring goals as well. Brilliant. He's been heavily linked towards Man City and West Ham. I don't think Newcastle would be an entirely unrealistic move for him. Next one is Hamza Chowdhury. This guy I don't think was linked in the last transfer window for Newcastle. I think he was linked in the window before that when he was under Bruce on a loan deal, which apparently fell out. But he's a good midfielder, 23 years of age, 73 rated. Really good option, versatile and rotational. You know, midfielder, still young, can still grow as well. Fairly balanced stats. Next one is Miguel Moreno. This guy probably could take your entire budget up. I think this guy is formerly of Newcastle. I was so shocked when I heard he left Newcastle, and honestly, like I said, he is generally perfect as that midfielder that I was suggesting plays Shelby. This guy is incredible. I know he's a massive fan favourite at Newcastle. I think he'd be the perfect buy. Next one is Grunewald. This guy's been linked to Newcastle. Eddie Howe obviously brought him at Bournemouth as well. Brilliant player, Grunewald, doing brilliant at Villarreal. Could play left wing striker. Brilliant player. Next one, Jesse Lingard from Manchester United, not Wolves. He's about to get me 15 million. This guy was heavily linked on deadline day towards Newcastle, but Man United refusing to sell because I believe Man United let go of somebody. I can't remember who that is. It'll come in my head in a second. But yeah, so he'd be a brilliant buy. Next one is Anthony. This guy probably unrealistic in terms of the price tag, but in terms of the player quality, it's brilliant. Anthony, 53 million, anywhere between 65 and 92 million. Obviously, you know, very quick, very good at dribbling, ball control, flair, adds to the foot shot, technical dribbler, brilliant player. Next one is Doku. You obviously struggle with this one because the team will not be able to sell, but he's been heavily linked to Newcastle in real life. Like I said, very quick winger, probably the best potential youngster in the game, along with Jude Bellingham and other players like that. So, Ben Brereton Diaz is the final on the striker scenario. This guy's doing absolute bits for Blackburn in real life. All been heavily linked towards clubs like Watford and the Villa have always been interested in Brereton Diaz. He'd be an incredible buy, people. He's one of the best strikers in the EFL Championship. He wasn't Mitrovic. He would be top because Mitrovic is just out of this world at the moment. So, Brereton Diaz, that's my suggestion. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you guys have, please make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe. That'd be brilliant. But yeah, thank you all for watching and hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Take care, people. Speak to you soon. See ya.